right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to welcome everyone here to the state of Synth. My name is Dennis G.
Yeah, and I'm Neon Fawkes.
Neon Fawkes, how are you doing this evening? This fine evening.
I'm doing okay. You know what? I'm not gonna. We were talking before we started the show. Work is driving me nuts, but I won't go into it. It's work. Work is work.
You still do that work thing? Man.
Yeah. You know what? Forget about it. Life is Synthwave, nothing else.
I tell you what, Jules, I am super excited. Do you know why I'm super excited today?
Why?
Because I got my vax!
Oh, yeah.
I got my vaccine. And, Jules, I called you Z. Why'd I call you Z?
Because, I don't know, you're thinking about the Vax Z.
The vaccine, that's what I was trying to say, vaccine. And see, I'm just so excited. I'm tripping over my words, but I got this.
We're starting on a high note.
We are. We always do. I got this thing.
Here in Toronto?
Yeah.
Well, at least here in Ontario, our province, I don't know, they messed up vaccines. I'll be lucky if I get it by like the year 2030.
Oh, no.
I think it might be faster for me to just get a medical degree and get some frontline work somewhere.
Maybe. Can you make like bathtub vaccine? Maybe. Like, I don't know, make it in your bathtub and like a distillery. You know, people make that beer and liquor and stuff in their bathtub.
Oh, I thought you meant like go sit and soak in the tub while making a vaccine.
I mean,
I could do that, sure.
They say bleach helps. Maybe you should drink some bleach? I don't know.
That's huge.
We got to get you hooked up, man. We got to get some. If you guys out there in the chat room, if you have any connections to how to get my friend Neon Fawkes, the Vax, let us know because.
Speaking of the chat.
Yeah.
How about some quick shout outs to the folks in there?
Let's do some shout outs in the room. Who do we got out there tonight?
Ooh, well, let's go through the Z's. I know, so we got Zoo in there and we got Zool. And I'm sure Z is lurking. No Clue's in there. NCCA is in there.
NCCA?
Yeah, I know. You know who that is.
I'm going to make a pact. I can't say it all season long. I can't say it.
Okay, I'll say it for you then. And we got, so Euro was in there, and then Jonathan Liparati, my synth buddy from here in Toronto.
Yeah.
He just joined in, and Karin just joined the chat. Hi, Karin. And Just JC's in there as well.
Very nice. We got a nice.
You guys, if anybody's listening, pop into the YouTube chat or the IRC chat, say hi, and just shout out your name.
That's it. Don't be a lurker. Come in and say hi because we are friendly and we are nice. And I tell you what,
we don't bite.
We don't bite.
Well, okay.
Dennis sometimes bites. Hey, NCCA. She wants me to say it. So bad. Nope, I can't do it. Maybe for the finale, we'll give it a good shout. Because the funny story, actually, there's a really funny story before we go into our top story. I just realized from my kids, and I do the shows like around 9 o'clock when my kids are in bed, and my kids actually told me that I woke them up with all my shouting, and I'm like thinking, I don't shout on the microphone, and I'm like thinking, oh, wait a minute, I do. There's one thing that I shout, and it is that.
They know you're doing the State of Synth when you're yelling
Lou
Dallas?
They do. My daughters, they're just like, Dad's just doing his thing. You know, thank God they understand me. Anyway.
So I'm excited for tonight.
I am super excited too. We have a very special guest tonight. Actually, two great people we're going to be talking to. First, this leads into our top story. So I tell you what, we're just going to dive right on into it here. Top story of the evening. Upcoming indie game Narita Boy leads the charge in saving the arcade world. Jules, what's this all about? Team 17 and games developer studio Koba are leading the charge in partnering with 3 leading video game museums with a campaign that raises awareness of the need to preserve arcade games and arcade game heritage. One of the several fundraising activities includes donating royalties from the sales of the game's soundtrack, Saving the World, which will go towards preservation projects at the museums. And we just happen to have the composer of the song, Salvador. He's on the line right now to talk a little bit about the song and the game Narita Boy. It's pronounced Narita Boy, but it could also be pronounced, I guess, Narita, depending on
Narita.
your state,
I would say Narita.
Locale. You're from Barcelona.
Yeah, but it's kind of Japanese also flavor because my brother, which is the creator of the game, Eduardo, he used to live in Tokyo. And in fact, Narita Boy, the project started in Tokyo, where he used to work for another video game, which has been published now. And so Narita Boy started in Japan. So yeah, it's kind of Japanese.
It definitely has that flavor. It's got that retro Japanese vibe flavor. So you guys are all located in there, or do you have like people from all over developing on the game?
We are located here in Barcelona. Well, since COVID, we have been working remotely, but we are like in the team. It's basically 5 people. It is 3 developers, the creator and visual guy, and myself in the music and sound design.
Nice.
And we are from Barcelona.
Very nice.
So tell us a little bit about the game, because I'm looking at the trailer. It's incredible. So it looks like a pretty damn cool platformer, and the music is incredible too.
Yeah. Well, the game is an idea of Eduardo, who was like, he really wanted to do his own project, and he wanted to do something like real special and something that reminds his childhood. He was like a super fan of He-Man. I don't know if you remember the cartoon.
Oh yeah, He-Man. Oh yeah.
Yeah, He-Man. And so he wanted to do like the definitive smash up of the 80s and all the retro stuff, you know, like putting together Star Wars, He-Man, the Ghostbusters, also all his influences in games. He used to like a lot Castlevania. We used to play together Castlevania at that time. So yeah, he's like doing, like mixing everything up to do Narita Boy, and also with this influence with this spiritual, religious, new wave stuff, also with all this Tron and all these movies from the beginning of the 80s. So that's Narita Boy, like a very big soup of.
You're speaking our language.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like just take all these awesome things from our childhood and mash them together.
Yeah. Exactly, that's it.
That sounds exactly like Synthwave.
Exactly, yeah.
This is kind of like an adventure type of thing. I see he's flying around. It's kind of like a platformer type of deal. But at the heart and soul, what adventure are we taking when we're going to be booting up the game and playing it?
In fact, the adventure is like in those movies from the 80s when you had like the hero that he was meant to have like a super adventure, and a boy from the suburbs that likes to play video games, and suddenly unexpectedly he enters into a realm of awesomeness and pixel and all these 80s stuff together, and he has to get rid of the bad guys and be super powerful, and you know, it's like always the same story, you know. The hero. We all want to be a hero.
Absolutely.
So
I mean, what other type of plot do you need? I mean, honestly, when I played games in the 80s, like that was the plot. Like just to that point where you're just jumping in the game, you're the hero, you're either saving the princess or whatever. Exactly. But it was a very, very simple plot, and it doesn't have to be all over the place where you need like a Wikipedia to understand it. You're jumping into the adventure. You're experiencing all this wonderful nostalgic things. Just from what I see with the game, it sounds like you guys are absolutely hitting the mark. So that's amazing. Kudos to you guys. It's looking great.
Thank you.
This is one of them games I might just snatch up for the Switch, because to me, like the Nintendo and like the Nintendo Switch, it just seems like it was like absolutely built for these like little retro style games, and it's just a lot of fun to be able to carry it around and, you know, sit in your living room with your screaming kids, and you know, you're just zoned in on all the wonderful nostalgia that games like this bring. So yeah. I'm excited.
And be sure to have a good sound system to enjoy it. Also all the sound design and all the music, which is.
Speaking of the sound, though, let's dig into the sound. Now, you said you were the singer on the soundtrack. Now, you guys kind of like dug in a little bit as far as putting together a nice synthwave blend. It feels like, from what I see in the trailers and everything like that, you actually have a synthwave song, which we actually are going to play one of the songs. And tell us a little bit about that song. You're the singer on that particular track?
You're talking about Saving the World, the first single that we released.
Yes. We're very excited about that one.
I'm the singer. I'm not a singer. I'm a music composer, basically.
Okay.
But my brother wanted to do like a song, like in the 80s that you have like a theme song and you have to explain the story of the hero and whatever. And he told me, sing yourself. And I say, no, man, I'm not a singer. So I had to do it some way, also with some auto-tune help. And yeah, I composed the thing and I sang it too, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So have you dabbled in retro wave or synthwave music before?
No, if you believe me, before Narita Boy, I didn't do that much electronic music. I always thought it was like too much difficult and it was not very homey to me. It was like, I'm most like a pop guy and rock and whatever. So when I started with Narita Boy, it was like I started to dig in synthesizers and I even took some lessons with a guy from Barcelona. And then I really loved it. And from 2017, which I started doing the soundtrack, I just stopped from doing other music. And the last 3 years, I've spent most of the time doing synthwave and the music for Narita Boy.
We got him, boys. We got him.
And now I don't want to come back. I just stopped doing other stuff and I'm doing this is the music I really like to do right now. It's so much fun, playing with synthesizer. It's wow. When you hear the soundtrack, it's not like pure synthwave. It's more like dark synth and it's kind of using the synthesizer as if it was like an orchestra and also mixing up with like medieval choirs and all that stuff. Awesome. Yeah, to give like this weird sound. But the rule was that you have to use synthesizers and then you have to do it epic with synthesizers. And it was like, okay.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So the game's going to be available on all these platforms. What about the soundtrack? Will that be available?
Yeah, of course, it's going to be available. Nice. In fact, from the moment that we publish the first single till the release of the game, we're going to publish a single every Wednesday. And then on the release day of the game, we're gonna publish also the complete soundtrack, which is a very long soundtrack. You won't imagine. I won't spoil it right now, but be ready to have lots of songs because it's a very long soundtrack.
Awesome.
Very excellent. I'm very excited to play the game, listen to the tunes, and it just sounds like a wonderful story that I'm ready to jump into. I got my Switch all ready to go, so I can't wait for it to come out, man.
Narita Boy. So the developer Studio Koba and the publisher's Team 17, and it's out on everything.
Out this spring, and it's gonna be epic.
It looks incredible.
You can go right now on Steam and just do it. Just click the little wish list button. You're gonna thank us later. And thank you so much. Can I call you Sal? Because I feel like we're buddies now.
Yeah, we're buddies.
Thanks so much for being on, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. The game looks amazing.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys to give us this opportunity to speak. We hope that you're going to enjoy as much as we did doing this. And yeah, it's going to be good. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Cheers. All right. Yeah, man, I love that dude, man. He's such a great dude. What do you think, Jules? Want to give that tune a spin?
Yeah. Let's play the song.
All right, I'm very excited to play this tune right here. This is called Saving the World by Narita Boy by our good old buddy Sal. Here it is on Night Ride FM.
Gone crazy, they attack the digital world. What we need is a hero to protect motherboard. Saving the world, Narita Boy. Save the world, yellow, red, blue. Always be true. Trichroma is your power. Use it wisely and be strong.
And that was Saving the World, Narita Boy, the original game soundtrack. And once again, that was by Selinsky. Cool dude, man. I like that guy.
Yeah. You should, folks, you can go find it on Spotify. There's actually some really good tracks on that soundtrack.
Yeah. Great soundtrack. In fact, it's a huge soundtrack. And they're releasing a song a week? Is that what they were saying?
You got it.
That's awesome. All right, so we need to recognize a couple of the people. We had a couple of people pop in while we were playing our songs and while we were talking to Selinsky. Who popped into this chat room? Who do we want to call out here?
Well, over in YouTube, we've got Soku. And Dark Ludus is over there as well. And Howells has joined us again. And then we've got Jude Holt, who wants to hear some music, but is willing to suffer our talking for a bit.
Yes, that's the spirit.
And over in IRC, we've got Kindle and Night Razor. Thetanbait has joined us as well. So, hello, everyone.
Hello there. All right. Without further ado, I am very excited to bring on our very special guest.
Yeah, well, we were talking about this. A lot of people are a bit green with envy that we managed to score this guest before everyone else.
Yeah, he's got a lot going on, and so we're just going to dive right on into it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you the Mr. Jonathan Bell, a.k.a. the visual storyteller, Seattle Superman.
Hey, thanks for having me on your show.
What an honor.
Yeah, man, this is exciting. You
know what? I should be recording my own reaction video to this interview.
Oh, that would be wonderfully meta, wouldn't it? We could do a reaction to you being on our show, and then we could put that on a video. And
then you could react to that.
And you can react to our reacting to you.
So meta.
I'm down. We should totally try to do that. I'm okay with that.
All right. We might just make that happen, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, this is exciting. So first of all, you have a lot of AKAs.
I do. I guess I do have a lot of.
You're kind of legendary at this
point. Going on.
Yeah. I guess with the name Superman, that kind of name really embodies this, like, just this guy is just doing all kinds of cool things, and you certainly are. You got a lot going on. You got a lot of things that you do, but it's all, kind of in the realm of awesomeness, where you're doing art, you're doing your storytelling, you're doing a little bit of cosplay and all that fun stuff. But you also have this really cool show, which we'll talk about, which I think is really, really unique. And I've never really seen that type of a show, especially for Synthwave. I think it's really, really exciting for what you do. It's called Synthwave and Chill, so we'll definitely get into that. But man, Jules, where do we want to start with this? I don't even know. Where are we going to go with this?
How about first of all, let's start with the photography, because first of all, if you go over to JonathanBellOfficial.com, you can get to Jonathan's official website and. Yeah, let's talk about the photography. How long you been doing this?
Oh, well, thanks for directing people there. I have been doing photography for about 10 years now. It's going on. I bought my first DSLR in 2009. I was using Photoshop, though, and computer graphics since around the early 2000s. And I think I got tired of having to try to find different photographs for the work I wanted to edit. So I picked up a camera myself and started taking photos. And then eventually just started taking photos of myself when I couldn't find anybody to commit to modeling. So I got tired of people flaking out on me and postponing things. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take photos of myself.
Nice. I mean, when you want something done right, man, sometimes you just got to do it yourself. But you make a damn great model. I mean, just some of the pictures that I've seen is just amazing. Like, you have some really cool action shots too. Now, one of the more iconic pictures that you take is of US Superman, and some of the cool poses that you're in. One of them, you're actually looks like you're flying. Like, how do you even take a picture like that, like, by yourself? Is there like any type of tricks that you use?
Dennis, you just put the timer on the phone and you jump off a building.
Is that what it is?
Exactly.
I'm not down on these fancy camera things.
Pretty much. So the camera that I bought has you could have an app on the camera that connects to your cell phone, so you could view the viewfinder through your phone, and then you could use your phone as a remote shutter. So that's one of the reasons why I bought the camera that I have. But before that, I literally had to get like a self timer, or I would just use a self timer on the camera, and I would hit it for 10 seconds and go run to where I was supposed to go. And then all of a sudden I'd have to I'd go run, and then I'd time it. I would count to 10 in my head, go run, time it, try to jump at the same time. So this has been like 5 years of me practicing doing this, honestly.
Nice.
So can I ask, what is it, a Canon?
It is a Canon. I have a Canon 6D Mark II.
Nice. So when people see you like with the camera, and then you're running over there to take the picture, they're like, what in the hell is that dude doing?
Yeah, actually, like I met a good friend in Omaha when I lived there for a little bit, and yeah, I was trying to do the same thing, and I ended up on her blog because she was just like taking pictures of me running back and forth.
That's hilarious. And then I guess that becomes its own meta moment when they're like, I gotta take a picture of this guy taking a picture of himself.
So okay, photography like 10 years ago. So when did you decide to start donning these costumes?
That came after Man of Steel came out. So as much as I've loved Superman ever since I was a kid, I never really was a fan of the red trunks at all as a costume to wear for myself.
Right.
Because I wanted to make things look as realistic as I can in my photographs. And once I saw the first like screenshots and images from Man of Steel starting to get made, and I saw that suit, I'm like, oh wow, I need to have a suit like that. 'Cause that looks like a uniform, not like some dang, circus suit.
Let's just say that the first iteration of the Superman suit was a little wild and flamboyant, and I guess that's not for everybody.
Exactly.
Not that there's anything wrong with
once
that.
I saw Henry Cavill in that Man of Steel suit, I'm like, I need one of those because I could make some pretty dang cool pictures in that if I had one.
Nice. So it was just a sheer desire to just cosplay the character, like, because I know that it's a lot more, at least when I look at you and I look at your story and everything that you do, like, to me it's more of a story of just this positive energy that you're just trying to put forth. You're trying to push the positivity. You're trying to really just create something great in the world to just try to uplift. God, we all need it, with COVID and all that's going on right now, just to have that positive message. And I feel like you are almost like harnessing the power of Superman when you're kind of doing all these things for good. I think it's definitely a good thing that you do, because you have your morning vlogs and stuff like that when you're just saying, hey, let's have a great day, or whatever it is, your moment of positivity. Was it something that you thought of immediately when you put on the Superman costume? Was it like, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Like, did you want to be like the motivational person that you are before you put on the suit, or did putting on the suit kind of give you that feeling like, wow, I can really do this thing where I can leap tall buildings and really just try to spread a lot of positivity around the world?
Well, the suit definitely amplifies that a lot. However, I think like it's kind of always been in my nature to be this way with excuse me, with wanting to be like a positive influence and things of that nature. So it wasn't until so I almost got in a car accident in Texas when I lived there, and that was kind of my eye opener to do what I wanted to do in life. And that's when I started taking it more seriously, to find the Superman suit and to try to be more of a positive influence in the world, because I realized just how quickly that could have been taken away from me, and then I would have had a whole life of regret, I think, if I would have never tried to do that. So it's more of it's both. Like when I put on that suit, I really do feel awesome. But before I even got the suit, I would sometimes just wear a cape on a sweatshirt, or just like, you know, I don't even know how many dozens of Superman shirts I even own.
Nice, nice.
I take it you're not a shy person.
I am not. But you know what? It's funny because I grew up in Los Angeles, so.
So
growing up there,
say no more.
growing up there, you know, it's really easy to just be yourself without having the feeling of being judged. But I've also lived in the Midwest. I've lived on the East Coast. I've lived in the South, you know, and so it's every little pocket. Like, even I have the zebra jacket, and I'm in this little town right now called Ottawa, Illinois. And it's like I put that on and go to the post office, and you just see everybody looking like, "What is this guy wearing?" Because I'm like, you know, some little town in Illinois, you know. So it's, but yeah, if it's not the Superman thing, it's just kind of being myself. And yeah, I am not shy to answer your question with that.
That's good. I guess walking around in a Superman costume definitely helps to boost the confidence. But you also have to have that confidence to wear the Superman suit. So I guess it's kind of, you know, again, the chicken and the egg. It's you have the embodiment of the spirit of that person, and you know, it's a great energy you harness. And kudos to you, man, for doing it. It's an awesome thing that you do. Just the positivity and all that cool stuff. So yeah, man, great stuff.
Well, thank you.
I tell you what, let's dive into a tune, but when we come back, I definitely want to talk about a little bit more about, you know, some of the things that you do, some of the shows that you have, because you do a couple of different things. You do like your vlogs, and you do, of course, your Synthwave and Chill show, which we all love. But in the meantime, let's dive into a song. Mr. Neon Fawkes, what do we have lined up here to play next?
Well, you know what? I figured since we're going to talk about Synthwave and Chill, why don't we just kick off with the Synthwave and Chill theme song?
You know what? I like that idea.
Do it.
All right.
This is a quick one, and we'll jump right back in.
All right, we're going to dive right back in, fly right back in. I got to start using more Superman puns. I need to work on the puns. Because we are not shy when it comes to puns, okay? So just a little
we'll be back
forewarning.
faster than a speeding bullet.
After this tune, which is the introduction to the Synthwave and Chill show. So here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy. You are listening to Night Ride FM. And we're back. That was the Super Jam Synthwave and Chill theme song. We are back with Jonathan Bell, a.k.a. Superman, a.k.a. Visual Storyteller, Seattle Superman, Synthwave and Chill guy. Did we get them all?
I think most of our listeners are going to know Jonathan from his reaction videos.
Yes.
Synthwave music. I mean, geez, which was I can't remember the first one. I think, was it the Motion Epic? I think it was the Motion Epic.
Yeah, what was the first one that you did? How did you get the idea? What was the first one you did? What's the whole story about?
When did you get into Synthwave?
These things.
So shout out to the Motion Epic, though, because he was the very first person to share a video of mine online. So I really appreciate that guy for that. Yeah. So that was pretty nice of him. So I got into Synthwave around 2017, 2018. I heard a Gunship song, and then, you know, Spotify like recommended everything else under the sun to me. So that's how I pretty much got into that.
You're preaching to the choir. I think that's how most people got started. It was either Kavinsky, Gunship, or the Midnight, and then YouTube and Spotify, down the rabbit hole you go.
Well, see, I don't know, like VH1, VHS Collective or VH1 Collective. Do you know who that group is?
The Valerie Collective or the
VH1 Collective. They have a song called like "Waiting on the Summer" and like a couple other things that are. So I like that band a lot, and then it like went into playing some other kind of synthwave music.
Did you just stump Jules with a synthwave artist?
I know.
Now's the point where you see Jules. He's like going to be like hitting the keyboard, like type. Google.
That was a band that I really like, and they played. I heard some recommended stuff from Spotify through that band, which led them to me hearing Gunship, which led down that whole other thing.
It's game over. Once you hear Gunship, it's just game over.
Yeah, but I was living in my van at the time in Seattle, so I didn't have internet. And then once I got a place with internet, I was able to actually look at all the music videos, and that's when it went a lot further that way.
Yep.
But as far as starting the Synthwave and Chill, did you say when did it start to do this idea?
Yeah, where did the idea come from? Like, I know reaction videos are a thing, but I guess Synthwave is kind of like one of them things where, you know, that seems to be a sweet spot for you, and, you know, of course, it's a sweet spot for kind of us all, and we're always like, you know, we want to be part of the community, which I think is really cool that you can do something like that. And this is why I love having people on that not only like produce but can do like other things too, like make beer or, you know, just something that contribute to the community. But I don't know, like what was the marriage of these like reaction, because there are reaction videos out there, but I never seen anybody do like a reaction to something as very specific as like a specific genre of music. I think it's really cool that you're doing them, and of course you're doing them for all my friends out there. You know, a lot of people in the chat room. I can specifically remember watching the videos that you did doing reactionary videos to their songs. Night Rider 807, I believe, right? Or Night Razor,
yep.
Yeah, maybe if not. Night Razor, and yeah. So where
well, that pretty
from?
much started. I was trying to figure out how to start doing something on YouTube for a while, and I like doing reaction videos. I had done a couple of things before, but going back to tying into Superman and the positivity, I did not want to make reaction videos that I didn't like. And so I know it's kind of, you're taking out that aspect of the drama to something, like, you know, the liking it, not liking it, is he gonna like it, is he not? But I, being an artist myself and knowing that music, for one, is extremely subjective, so it's like I can't in my own good sense listen to something, and even if I don't like it, I don't even like saying that phrase, I don't like it. I usually just say like it's not for me when I actually don't like something, because that just makes it seem like, you know, it's not bad or good, it's just not for myself. And so like the more different things that I would try to do, or if it was trailers or music, and if I find myself not liking it, then, you know, my face doesn't really lie that much, so I could just and I just like, I didn't want to make those type of videos. When I started getting into synthwave music, I figured, you know, I really love this genre a lot, and I don't think I would have a problem reacting to this type of music and being like 100% something that I enjoy doing. So that's pretty much why I stick to synthwave, and then I started doing like thrifting videos a little bit here and there, but I generally try to keep it to something that I know I'm going to like, because I want to share what makes me feel great when I listen to something, but at the same time, I don't want to put down artists that spend so hard working on something. And like somebody the other day had asked me, he actually like wrote out a question and was like, on one of the videos, he's like, you know what? You're always talking about what you love. Why don't you talk about what you don't like? And he said that, and I just went this whole like 4-paragraph answer. Was like, you know, I don't want to be that person, and
right.
You know,
there's plenty of them out there on the internet. Trust me, there's plenty.
I think everybody. I think one of the reasons everybody enjoys. Well, first of all, if I was an artist, there's nothing like seeing a listener actually enjoy their song, right? Visually, but I think for the rest of us fans, we share the same face that you have on when in your videos. When you're listening to a song, we're probably making the exact same face when we're listening to that song. So there's a lot of things we can relate to.
Yeah.
In these reaction videos.
And it's a nice like camaraderie too. And also like when I first started listening to those, and I like, you know, the whole visual storyteller aspect, I like to try to tell stories and relay like a message of like a lot of the midnight ones that I was doing with the how I record them, or when I start doing stuff in the car. Another reason why I wanted to do these reaction videos is to practice with my cameras, with my editing. I went from Final Cut Pro to Premiere Pro, and I really needed a lot of practice to try to learn the software and trying to level up my game with editing and video. Like, you know what? I could make reaction videos. I could learn how to color grade. I could learn different effects. I could learn how to do this, do that, putting the camera all over the car, audio. And so another reason that I love doing these videos too is because it helps me practice my video making skills. And that's why I'm in the different houses or different sets, testing the lighting on the car, on the roof. It's fun for me to travel around and do this type of thing. So that's another reason why I get so much enjoyment from making these videos as well.
Wow,
nice.
That's awesome.
So go ahead, Jules.
Well, go ahead. No. So speaking of reaction videos, by the way, I just want to do a quick shout out to a couple of people who joined in the chat.
Yes.
Who are listening in. So Amy Sparrow over in YouTube says hi from Chile.
Nice.
And then we've got Egg Shen who's over in the IRC chat, as well as Hannah Baird.
Very nice.
And Adrian Alonso over in YouTube has also joined us, and he's rattled off a whole bunch of requests for you. So if you got a pen, write this down.
All right, let me grab my pen.
He wants to hear. He wants to see like a reaction video to Primo's "Only Human."
Oh, you actually did one to her other song, I know.
Yeah.
You did a Primo reaction video.
And then he also wants to see a reaction video, and I gotta agree with this one, to the song "Julienne" by Duet.
Ooh.
Because I mean, it's a wicked song, and I just love the name of that song. and maybe
they're not saying
song.
your name, Jules.
There's another song called Savior. So if we can do that, and of course, he wants another one for the Motion Epic for Earth Kid.
Well, there you go. You got homework, man.
Now put them on a list.
So yeah,
and, quick, one more shout out, Ruben Chilico, over in YouTube chat.
Very good. I thought you wanted to. Does he want a reaction video to him?
No. Just a shout out.
I gotcha. I'm confused.
To the listeners, but anyways, yes. I mean, see, this. I think so, Jonathan. I gotta ask. You pop up a couple of these reaction videos. Does your inbox start getting hammered?
That's what I was gonna say. How do you choose?
Are they saying, "Hey, can you do one for me? Can you do one for me?"
Yes, it has. But so I really haven't talked about this publicly yet, about how I go about choosing which videos to do and so forth. So I guess I should do that now, since you're the first show to have me on. I'm the first Synthwave show to have, so I guess I'll just go through that now. Because I haven't, and I've been trying to think about how to do this or say it, but I just haven't put in the work yet. But pretty much, there's people that will email me and say, I want to be on your show, with a YouTube link. Right. And then there's people that will email me and say, like, hey, I have this song. Here's a link for it on all my things. And, I listen to your show, and, I would appreciate it. Or, if you can make a reaction video. And then there's other people that write a paragraph about why they like my show so much, what they're working on, will send me a link to all their music, and will send me a song in the Dropbox file so I can download it to my computer myself. So that way, when I'm editing it, I don't have to go pull it off of the internet. And those are the ones that I do first. Whenever somebody actually sends me their song file, are the ones that get the most priority, because I don't, as much as it looks like I might have a lot of time to do all this stuff, I really don't. So like when I listen to a song, the first thing that I do is put it on my computer and edit it. But if I got to go try to track this down everywhere, all over the internet, and find something, then I usually just won't, or skip it.
Right.
Yep. Makes sense.
Also, too, it seems that you kind of zone in on the people that are a little bit more human, a little bit more just nice, just people that are, maybe not just that person who just spams links all over the place, because we get that a lot too. And honestly, we get a lot of stuff for Night Ride FM from a lot of people. But, the worst thing is like literally when you just get like a Facebook message out of the blue, and it's just like the first thing that comes through is like the link. Bling! And it's just like right there in your face. It's like, here, play this. Put this on your playlist. And it's like, buy me dinner or something. Like, come on, like,
yeah, seriously,
sweet talk me somehow. Like, at least say hi. Say hi.
And as far as seriously,
doing?
So like as far as people like requesting stuff online, and how I decide to go about like taking those is like I am very picky with how people approach me, and I don't like when people just comment. If you comment, do a or you should, I probably won't even read the rest of that sentence at all. You know what I mean? So that's just like that goes with that's how I like to reach out with people. I generally like to like say a salutations first before I, say anything. Like if we already have a connection, then it's like free game. But if you don't know me, or if it's your first time trying to get my attention on something, and all you write is do a reaction to, or you should do this, then chances are I'm probably not going to even get to the word that has the song in it, because I don't want to condone that. Like, we're all strangers here. Like, even though you don't know me in real life, or there's still, I'm getting on my high horse right now. But anyway, but yeah, this is like, I'm getting worked up because it happens all the time. If it's if it's Superman stuff, you should do it. And I'm like, don't talk at me. Like, just ask me, or, something like that. So that's another thing.
There's also the, you got a friend invite. And as soon as you click accept, it's like, hey,
got
like,
this song?
Come like my page, come do this, come
Check
do that,
this song out.
It's like, hey, you didn't even ask me like what I had for dinner yet.
Yeah,
exactly. I think, and so that's the whole thing. It's like, do you waste your own time trying to tell people how they should like be courteous, or do you just like let them figure it out themselves? You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, is your silence the answer? I guess that's it.
Yep.
Until they think they're ignoring you. But anyway.
But just be nice. Just be nice. Say hi. The world needs more people that start sentences with hi. How you doing? And not, you don't have to give somebody your life story, but some simple salutations, and develop a little bit of camaraderie, or a little something. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
That makes sense.
I think it's important. Just throwing links out there is it's great. It's quick and easy, but to get we really sound like we're all. I feel like I'm on my high horse. Let's play some music.
Same here.
Oh my god.
Okay, you know what? How about we listen to a song, and we'll come back.
Yes.
I think some folks need some music.
Let's play some music for our friends here. Now, what do we got? This is a little tune by Xenon we got lined up here.
It's actually Zenon.
I mess that up all the time. Surprise.
Oh, it is? Dang it. I've called him Xenon on my show.
I was too. You know what? It was Karin who pointed out that he prefers, he likes it to be pronounced Zenon.
The first thing you do when you go to play a song is pronounce the darn person's name right.
I remember a video game on the Amiga called Xenon, but it only had one N in the middle, so I guess, yeah.
Well, there you go. I apologize 1,000
the more you know.
Apologies, and now we were all better versed in pronunciations. So this is Zenon with a little tune called The Dark. This is brand new stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Brand new single from Zenon, from UK.
Brand new single. Check it out, guys. Night Ride FM.
Hidden within each of us is not only the capacity to love and hate, but to take that final step to be not only a creator, but a destroyer, a mad, unreasoning killer.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
And that was Zenon.
Yes.
Did I get it?
Yep, you got it.
All right. Oh, man. I tell you what, if I had a quarter for every time I mispronounced just words, honestly, like, if I mispronounce something and I get a quarter for it, I am absolutely going to be a millionaire by... What time is it? The synthwave community that we're so happy you are a part of. How did you get into synthwave? I know you stumbled upon Gunship, but you know, as far as like this show that you do, Synthwave and Chill, you do this primarily in your car, right? You do the reaction videos in your car. Do you do like? Do you ever think about having it in like any other like crazy locations, or is it just kind of like?
So I have been on the van life side of life for like coming up on 5 years now.
Okay.
Ever since 2016, I've lived in a van in Seattle, and then I got a contract when I decided to stop van lifing. I got a job where I would contract around the United States and live in hotels during the length of the contracts for the work I do.
Mm-hmm.
And then in between the contracts now, I just luckily have a couple friends where I can crash and stay at their houses. So when I first started Synthwave and Chill, I think the very first, I listened to Monsters all the way through, and that was taken at my friend's house in Philadelphia that I was house sitting for because she was stuck at her friend's house in California during COVID. And then I got a contract in Kentucky, and a lot of my first Synthwave and Chill videos were taken in a hotel room in Kentucky because that's where my contract was. And then I went from there to Vermont, and I was in Vermont, and I didn't have a place to actually do those. So that's where I wanted to keep the show going instead of thinking like, you know, where am I going to do this? I don't have anywhere to do it. I guess I should just do it in my car. And that's where it came from. Because like I love listening to music in my car. And I was like, maybe there's something that is relatable in this to other people, because
Right.
it's something I love driving, listening to music. And if I can convey that or see if other people like to watch people drive in a car doing music, that's why I started that. And that was like a little part of me that didn't really want to, because I was like, nobody's gonna watch this. Like, this is not typically how reaction videos go or how people do things. But it just had to come down to either I could keep doing these or I could put it on hold until I actually have 4 walls. And I decided not to. And that's the whole reason why the car videos came out.
I kind of like it. It gives it more of a uniqueness, but also I really feel like music is one of them things where, especially when you're in the car, like a car and music and the sound system just seems to me like it goes hand in hand. It's like you're listening to music in the car. It's like the natural element for music, because really, where do you listen to music? I mean, you could listen to it in your house, obviously. You could listen into it with a Walkman, but to me, like, I listen to most of my music when I'm either commuting to work or on the way to the store. It just seems to be like a very natural place to enjoy it. And I think that it's kind of cool that you kind of give that experience in the element that it just feels natural to, crank up the tunes and drive down the road. And, it's neat that you can hear the hum of the vehicle and some of the natural elements of your surroundings too. I think it makes it more real and immersive and stuff like that. So it's cool. But every now and then, like, I feel like I would want to like up it. Like, this is my problem. I always like want to up the thing that I did before. So like the next time I'd be like on top of a mountain, and like climbing on a telephone pole and.
I'm like an hour away from Chicago, and as soon as I get my first day off, I am going to go scout locations out there.
Nice.
So I could bring back my neon lights and get some really nice, either tops of parking lots and like seeing the city view behind me, or even like I did a couple of videos where I'm on top of my van. Like I put my microphone and my equipment on top of my van, and I could just park anywhere and do that and have like a nice skyline behind me. Also, it's pretty cold out here now, which is why I haven't done that either.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting for it to get a little bit warmer. And then, so I have some pretty cool things I want to do. Probably incorporate the drone in a little bit more. And
nice.
Because there are some songs that I have heard before, but I still do a reaction video to them to illustrate a point across, like a lot of the midnight songs, because I want to try to visually tell a story with how that song makes me feel. So I'll like, really go all out with the color grading and the backgrounds and everything like that. And, I want to start incorporating that more and more with other artists as well, which is hard though, because those songs I already know how they make me feel. So it's easier for me to translate that into a reaction video.
Right.
But for ones that I haven't heard, I can't, it doesn't convey the same thing. I can't like set the whole thing up and do that. So that's also the fun bit of the challenge for that.
Word of warning for anybody who hasn't seen it, but if you're gonna watch Jonathan Bell's reaction video to Daft Punk,
oh yes,
Touch with Paul Williams, oh my god, it made me bawl like a 2-year-old.
That one, like I almost actually did not even record that, because I could already feel I was being emotional that day when all that stuff went out. I'm like, You know what? I was like, I could either do this or I could either not do it. And it was like snowing pretty bad. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna record it and capture this, because that's the whole point of doing reaction videos, right? And obviously, I didn't know that it would get that many views as it has now, because I didn't think people would actually make it all the way through the song, all the way through that part. But I'm pretty glad I did. And that's the other thing, is like you just never know. So I try to hit record as much as I can.
Yeah, that was a touching moment for really all of us, and it's one of them artists that I feel like a lot of people really relate with, because to me, like, Daft Punk was that very first group that kind of stepped me into this whole thing of synthwave, and before I was even knowing what Gunship even was, I was jamming out to Daft Punk and, you know, just robot rock and all the, you know, all the great stuff that they do. And it really laid the foundation for a lot of the things that go on in the scene. It's got that early synthwave sound. It's kind of like a pioneering gateway drug that they have, you know.
Yeah, now that you're saying all this, and now that I'm thinking about it, like hearing One More Time for the first time, however many long times ago, like the intro to that song with the whole music and the way, and now I'm thinking about it playing in my head. I'm like, well, no wonder why I like that stuff now, because I would listen to that all the time back then, and it was like that same repeating thing over and over again. And you hear that same style of music now, and it's like, oh, that's why I like this stuff, because it was something that got embedded into the people that really like that type of music first off back then. And so now to have a more familiar smorgasbord, so to say, with different sounds, it's really ties everything together with that.
Yeah, so they're definitely a cornerstone. So, you know, great stuff. R.I.P. Their song lives on, their music lives on, but you know, good music is good music. Speaking of good music, let's go ahead and drop another track here real quick, Mr. Jules. I know we have some great stuff lined up here.
Sure.
What do we have? What's next here, Mr. Neon Fawkes?
Well, how about Heartbeat Hero?
Yes.
Artist from the Netherlands has a new album called Alive in the Dark, and he sent it over to us, and I think we've got a track to play. Now, I just want to send my condolences to Heartbeat Hero, aka Daniel. He lost his grandfather today.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of that going around these days. But we're thinking about him. So you know what? Oh damn, I picked this song. I didn't mean to pick this song. It doesn't really have a meaning in regards to that. But anyways, excuse the title of the song. This is Cyber Tears by Heartbeat Hero here on Night Ride FM.
And once again, that was Heartbeat Hero with Cyber Tears.
From his new album, what is it? Oh, jeez, I'm lost now.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was from his new album, Alive in the Dark.
Nice.
It's coming out soon. I think you can pre-order it on Bandcamp.
Very good, very good. All right, Jules, I know we have one more question from Mr. Jonathan Bell, and I'm going to let you say it because I've been tripping up all over the place on my words.
So am I.
I'm going to go get some whiskey.
So I guess a couple of more questions, Jonathan. So basically, what's next for you?
What is next for me?
How many, you've got enough things juggling in your hand. Are you going to juggle some more?
No, I mean, I really wanted to. So I really wanted to make YouTube like a serious thing, and that's when I decided to do the Synthwave and Chill. The day when I was like, I need to concentrate on that, so I could try to make a living more doing creativity stuff. So I purposely was like, I'm going to concentrate on YouTube, and Synthwave and Chill came out of me sitting down one day with a legal pad. Really like, what can I do that I really wouldn't mind doing over and over and over again to try to like, make content on YouTube, to try to do something. And listening to Synthwave and reaction videos was one of the things that I decided to do, and that's when Synthwave and Chill came. So what's next for me is to continually concentrate building the YouTube channel more, and I just incorporated doing thrifting videos in there, because that's something else I really love to do, is go thrift and try to find retro aesthetics for the show and clothes.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Half the time when I was driving that van everywhere to listening to music was going to and from a thrift store. So I was like, now I could just videotape me thrifting too and put that also into the YouTube, because also I need to monetize a little bit more videos also. So having other videos there too wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. Thrifting is great too. I actually just picked up a it's a Sony dual disc cassette player. I was so pumped. I picked it up for like $10, and it's the dual cassette, so it's a deck. And the first deck, I gotta be honest, it's a little warbly, but I figure I'll just throw my vaporwave tapes in there, press play, and then it'll be, I'm like, perfect. But the second tape deck, because that's the notorious second tape deck that doesn't get a lot of usage, that thing is crystal clear. It's great. I got my midnight tapes. I pop them in, and it just sounds great. So, yeah, I'm right with you, man. I love finding good deals, man. My wife hates me though. She's always mad at me for doing that.
Okay, you know what? I was gonna rattle off where to find Jonathan Bell on YouTube.
Yes, where can we find your
stuff? At the end of the interview.
At the end.
First, before that, Jonathan, you got anything? Because man, you're great at putting a smile, or in some cases tears in my eyes. but you got any motivational words? Anything to say to the listeners or the producers out there?
I would just like to say to the producers and everybody, thank you so much for making these songs that I could react to, and to the listeners that actually tune in and watch the show that I do, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by on the channel. As far as everything else goes, I guess one of the things that I continually try to strive for this year is like, you never know what somebody's going through at all, so just try not to be an ass.
That is good words of wisdom. Try not to be an ass
during this COVID. I think a lot of people are learning that.
And people are using more and more technology and YouTubers and TikTok and Instagram as an escape for everything. So
right,
that's another reason why I don't want to do all the negative, I don't like these type of reactions, is people are coming to the internet to escape what's going on in their real life that could be pretty dire.
Right.
And so if I have the chance to make somebody escape for the length of a 5-minute song that somebody else decided to spend months on making, it's something that we could all help each other with. So
Dennis, he thinks like us.
Yeah, because the real world honestly kind of sucks sometimes. And
until we get synthwave concerts going again. The real world just
Speaking of synthwave concerts, we're starting to see some things come back, Jules. We're starting to see a little spark of life, at least for our. I know we have a lot of really good streaming things, which we'll get to, but
didn't Ollie Ride just announce a live one
You
too?
bet.
Yeah.
Ollie Ride on March 27th.
He did.
He's gonna be streaming from a stage, with a full backing band, and also that day, just so happens that there is Alpha Chrome Yayo is gonna be doing his little stream on Bandcamp Live.
Right.
And
Very nice.
so it turns out you can actually enjoy both. They're not stepping on each other.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Very
But
good.
anyway, so Jonathan,
Yes.
let's just I'm gonna tell the users out here. If I'm missing anything, let me know. But for those of you who want to check out Jonathan Bell's work, you can go to youtube.com/Jonathan Bell, and that's Bell with a Belle.
Like Beauty and the Beast Bell.
There you go. And then on Twitter and Instagram, it's at Jonathan Bell. And on Facebook, it's Jonathan Bell Official. And of course, your website, jonathanbellofficial.com.
Thank you.
Very.
Did I miss
very
anything?
nice.
You did not, but you know what? Due to SEO and me working away trying to put myself on the internet, if you go into Google and type my name, you would find everything. I love saying that because it took me so long to do that.
Life goal.
Yeah, man. For
Oh my
real.
God, he's right.
Hey, hang on one second, guys.
DeviantArt. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I am all over the internet, and
There you
it's
go. Sweet.
We got something coming in on our newswire here. What is this? This just in. This is about Wolf Club. Very nice. We know those guys. About their new album out tomorrow, Just Drive Part 1 on New Retro Wave. Apparently, Jules, did you know that they are doing a Reddit AMA this Friday?
No.
Yeah, apparently they are doing a Reddit AMA this Friday.
Okay.
And so you can go to reddit.com/r/music if you want to be in on the Reddit, apparently. So you can ask them a question. AMA stands for what? Ask me anything, right?
Ask me anything. Yep. And wow, they're on the music subreddit, so that's quite the achievement.
Nice.
So
there we go.
So Jonathan,
yes.
thank you, sir.
Yeah,
I know,
man.
We know you've got places to go, people to see.
Yeah.
And I'm
Things
trying
to
find
record.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a Superman pun, but it's not coming to me.
We need to work on our pun game.
I appreciate it. Like, really, honestly, folks, I really, really appreciate it. Thanks for reaching out and having me on your show. It's
our pleasure.
Yeah.
great to be kind of firstly cemented into the synthwave kind of talk show area. So you being
you
my
go.
first one, I really, truly appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Just, you know what? When Ashley wants to talk to you, or Karin, or the Forever Synth Boys, just remind them who got you first.
We got you first.
Yep.
Make sure you always say that. Thanks so much,
Thank you
Jonathan.
so much, Jonathan, for being with
you.
us, for chatting with us.
All right.
Wishing you all the best of luck.
I
man.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.
And Mr. Jules, we have some album releases. I know we were talking about that too. So why don't we dive into that real quick and see if we can let people know what is going on. Friday, I'm assuming, is when it's going to hit. And turns out to be Bandcamp Friday, right?
God.
Your favorite
All right,
day.
All right, so yeah, tomorrow, everyone, it's Bandcamp Day. My wish list is huge, and I just got paid today, so
Oh, no. We're in
it's
trouble.
not a good thing. But anyways, okay, let's rattle through this, and we need to get to some more music.
Yes.
So February 26th, last week, New Retrowave dropped the second EP from the Wave Break soundtrack. It's called Neon Rides, and that one's got Droid Bishop, Morgan Willis, Kallax, and Time Cop. Oh, and Last Years. So yeah, that's definitely a buy, because I mean, Droid Bishop. Do I need to say more?
You do not.
And of course, Primo dropped her single "Do It Again" with a very cute video. And Cassetter dropped a new single called "Introspection" featuring D Notive. D Notive's doing the vocals on it. It's actually really, really cool.
Very nice.
And Gibarian dropped
Gibarian.
Imprints Yeah, Vincenzo Salvia. Yeah, did Lonon Dimentico featuring Daria Denatelli from Russia.
Yeah.
That's a new single.
Nice.
And Friday Night Firefight dropped Headlock. You probably heard it on Karin's show on Tuesday.
Yeah.
New single. And 80 Stallone. They've repressed that Hotline vinyl.
Nice.
2 variants. So yeah, you can get it in 2 different colors. Just visit timeslaves.bandcamp.com
Very good.
and jump all over that. March 1st, Xandroid dropped Down Bad, and Street Cleaner released his new album, Edge.
Yes.
We're a track from that, aren't we?
Yeah, indeed.
And Zenon dropped his single, The Dark, that we heard earlier. And March 2nd, Vector Hold dropped Contagion, one of my favorite artists. And then just today, Netizen dropped a 2-track EP called Midnight Vice. Tomorrow, as you said, we've got Wolf Club dropping their new Retrowave album, Just Drive, Part 1. Meg McDuffie is dropping a single tomorrow, 13th Hour, from her upcoming album. I think that's probably, a month or 2 months away?
Yeah.
And of course, March 6th, Saturday, Heartbeat Heroes album that we heard a track from earlier, Alive in the Dark, that drops on the 6th, Saturday.
Very nice. Very nice.
So, how about some music?
Yeah. We have lots of things to spend our money on tomorrow, but you can hear free music right here on the State of Synth. We'll go ahead and dive into another track here now. I know we have this tune right here. This is by Laser Squad. We haven't played this one yet, have we?
No.
I don't even know.
This is from Retro Reverb Records, right?
That's right.
Laser Squad's German.
Very good. So we're excited. We're going to go ahead and give this one a spin. Once again, this is Retro Reverb Records, and they also have some cool products too. I know they still have some physicals for some of their other artists up on their site, which is The Last Years, Future Ghosts, Sub Theory, and Alex Fichetti. So check that out. Get some physicals, man. Get that good old tape deck from the thrift store. Pop that bad boy in and let it rock and roll your soul.
I just got my Glenn Main vinyl today.
Nice.
And he shipped it with 2 shirts.
Nice.
2, not 1, 2.
You got the hookup. I got to find out where
Glenn
you get
Main's
the hookup.
Awesome.
All right, so we're going to dive in. This is Laser Squad with Leave This World Behind. Here it is. Enjoy. And once again, that was Laser Squad. Jules, I love saying Laser Squad.
Laser Squad.
It's such a fun name to say. It really is.
I've got a synthwave board game called Laser Riders.
You do?
And there's actually a soundtrack for it on Spotify. So
Wait a minute. There's a synthwave board game?
Yeah, it's like your light cycles or something, and you're laying paths trying to cut each other off.
Why was that not a top story?
Because it's like, I don't know, 5-6 years old.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
Yeah, check it out if you're a board gamer. Laser Riders.
All right.
It comes with a soundtrack on Spotify.
We should do a show where we play that on air. That'd be a lot of fun.
We need table space.
We need table space, but I think we could do it. Maybe we'll bring our buddy back, our good old buddy Jonathan back.
Yeah.
And maybe Salvinsky. We'll bring him in too.
There you go. We'll do a reaction video to playing Laser Riders.
Very nice, very nice. All right, so we have our next thing now. This is the part where we tell you about all the birthdays in the house, and I know we have a couple birthdays because you've been stalking people real good. I know. So why don't you go ahead and dive right into that? Of course.
You know me. I just
let people know who you've been watching.
There's a reason I friend you on Facebook, folks. Yeah, it's not because I want to listen to your music. No, I just want to stalk you and find out when your birthday is.
That's it.
Anyways, March 3rd, yesterday, Popcorn Kid from India so celebrated his birthday. He's with Aztec Records now.
Popcorn.
So, yeah, happy belated and congrats. Vertical Accelerator 7, aka VA7, who is a Toronto synthwave artist. He did a live performance, an opening, when Honeybeard performed last year. So yeah, Vertical Accelerator 7, a local for me. Happy birthday. And of course, yesterday, Bonjita celebrated a birthday as well.
Hey, what buddy George?
Yeah, and I think we're going to be having him as a guest.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So excited.
Yep.
I love Bonjita.
And then, tomorrow, Tape Glow is celebrating a birthday. And then on the 6th, Saturday, artist Ridless is celebrating a birthday, as well as some guy named Betamax.
Who?
I don't know. Betamax, never heard of him.
I don't know.
But he's celebrating a birthday, so happy birthday to Betamax. And then on March 7th, synthwave fan from the UK, everybody knows him, Ben Clark, is celebrating a birthday. And then on the 8th, this would be Monday, Damian Jackson. Most of us know him. Yeah, as one of the producers of the Rise of the Synths documentary. And also, Strike Eagle is celebrating a birthday on March 8th. I've got patches, I've got stickers, cassette. Yeah, I think a lot of people do. And finally, next Wednesday, Cobra Wipeout is celebrating a birthday. He's from the Night.wav crew.
Night.wav. Is that what it is?
Nightwave. But yeah, they spell it. You know, I'm the kind of person when I see WAV files on my hard drive, I call them WAV, not waves.
Oh, there you go.
Anyways, you know what? Quick shout-outs, too, to El Deuterino over on YouTube, Red Scorpion here in the IRC chat, Kane Edwards has just joined us, Lord Tuts is in there, Rika Ferude, and Mistia Lorelei is in there as well. So, hey, guys, thanks for joining.
And, Zoo is right. We haven't had Bonjita on in a while. He's never been on the show, but I know we play lots of songs. Whenever he puts out a song, I just can't wait to play something by him.
That one with the violin?
It's beautiful.
Awesome.
And also, Bam Bigelow on the YouTube, he wants to know who he's got to screw to get a damn Sambuca up in here. I tell you what, man, if you watch our show, if you listen to our show, we will make sure that you get your Sambuca next time because we're good like that. So we will definitely hook you up. Don't worry about it.
How about another track?
Yes.
Listeners, they've been so patient with us.
They've been very patient. All right. What do we got?
Okay, well, Friday Night Firefight has a new single called Headlock. You may have heard it on Karin's show on Tuesday. Karin's beaten us to everything when it comes to music. I know. I think she probably said something to all the labels like Outrun and Aztec and
I know she probably has. Just call me, guys.
Said, just
don't worry about
let those
guys
know. Yeah, just pass it to me first.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, Friday Night Firefight has this track called Headlock. They're from the UK, and here it is on Night Ride FM.
got my heart in a headlock, could break it into two. You're on my mind and I won't stop, not getting over you. Cause I keep dreaming of things we'll probably never do. You got my heart in a headlock. And I don't think you know what you do to everyone who sees ya. Turn every head where you go. Feel all those eyes laying on ya. You got my heart in a headlock, could break it into two. You're on my mind and I won't stop, not getting over you. Cause I keep dreaming of things we'll probably never do. You got my heart in a headlock. You got my heart in a headlock. You keep reeling me in. Those ocean eyes keep pulling me under. Play me like I'm on a string. So hit me hard, hit me like thunder. You got my heart in a headlock, could break it into two. You're on my mind and I won't stop, not getting over you. Cause I keep dreaming of things we'll probably never do. You got my heart in a, you got my heart in a headlock. You got my heart in a, you got my heart in a headlock. You got my heart in a, you got my heart in a. You pull me in, I'm holding on. You push me back, I'm looking right over the edge. You pull me in, I'm holding on. You push me back, I'm looking right over the edge. You got my heart in a headlock, could break it into two. You're on my mind and I won't stop, not getting over you. Cause I keep dreaming of things we'll probably never do. You got my heart in a, you got my heart in a headlock.
And that was Friday Night Firefight.
Fight.
And that was Friday Night Firefight with Headlock. Very nice.
Yep.
I like that tune, man. That's a good tune. They were playing that last Saturday, I believe, on Space Jams. Were you around for Space Jams?
I missed it.
You did miss it.
I missed it, but I know Space Jams is going to be on as well on March 27th with Ollie and ACY. So there's, you know what? That leads us into our next little segment.
Our next segment called Touring and Event News.
All right.
What do we got, Jules?
Well, March 13th. That's coming up quick. Next, I guess that's next Saturday. Starfarer is at it again.
Yeah.
This is Synth Valley Stream Fest 6. And this one's featuring Gregorio Franco, Ozzy Malv, The Warhorse, Faith in the Glitch, North Innsbruck, Aero Nexus, Arcade Glitch, aka Miles Matrix, and Xeno Circuit. And of course, there'll be a little after party with Starfarer himself. So, yep, these things are amazing. These Synth Valley Stream Fests, they're free. But of course, we encourage everyone, if you're participating in the stream, if you're enjoying it, listening to the music, watching these artists play, buy their music, buy their merch. Send some donations to Starfarer. He'll make sure that the artists get the music, the money.
Yeah, he does a great job with that too. Like, I've put together a few of those streaming shows, and we've done it as Night Ride FM. They're not easy. You got a lot of things going on, a lot of technical things going on, a lot of different people connecting from all over the world, and he does it flawlessly. And he also he hosts it in the background too. He's always in between sets, talking things up.
Like you and your Night Ride FM VR.
Oh my God! Let me just tell you.
VR chat, DJing. You've got your headset kind of on and off.
Let me tell you, it is absolutely bananas when I do those VR shows, but they're so fun. They really are fun.
Yeah, they're cool. Dude, sitting on my couch just waving my arms around, pretending I'm dancing in VR. Within 20 minutes, I was gassed. That's a workout.
It's nuts. And the thing is, like, there's so many layers of technology. I didn't even realize when I did my OBS setup that I had 2 sound inputs. That's why the last one, it sounded like it had this phasing effect. But
you recorded twice.
I was basically playing 2 sources, and you know, hey,
cool.
Technology. We do the best we can with things. And Hannah B dared me not to say dong on the air, but I just did. So there it is. Thanks, Hannah.
Hannah B was in the VR chat yesterday.
Hannah B. She was in there for a while.
Foxy Foo.
Foxy Foo.
With all the cool... Yeah, Foxy gave us some cool avatars. We can now turn into DeLoreans.
We could turn into the... Let me tell you what. Go into Club Night Ride. The next one, it is so fun. You don't even need a VR set. All you need is a computer that can run a game. A gaming computer. That's it.
You can download VR chat from the Steam website.
That's it.
So there you go.
And it's news.nightride.fm/Club Night Ride for all the news. It's fun.
All right, so let's get back to these touring events.
Yes.
Concerts. March 13th as well, that same day, but at 5 a.m. for us, because these freaks down in Australia, they do their things, you know, in the future.
They do.
So if we want to catch up, it's 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If we want to see Laser Highway, featuring Acid Tricks and Griff, and this is put on by Zerotonin. I'm sure there'll be a DJ set by Zerotonin.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's down in Z's neck of the woods.
That's always when I wake up. It's great.
5 a.m. concert. Woo-hoo.
I love it.
And then 9 p.m. Synth Valley. Now for the big news. So the March 27th, Ollie Ride has announced his streaming performance.
Yes.
And tickets are $10. You can find it at Moment House. So that's momenthouse.com/Ollie Ride. And pick one of your appropriate times. He's got it 9 p.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. Europe time, and 9 p.m. someone else's time.
Something else time.
Yeah, but yeah.
I tell you what, it's amazing though. Like the thing I love about that show that he's going to be putting on, the Midnight did something similar where like we're not just talking about like Ollie Ride in his living room. Like he's got a full venue, full
band,
of
work went into this.
lighting,
lots of camera angles,
angles. So it's going to be a show. Like I know people balk at, hey, something costs money, God forbid. But I mean, just like in the old days, you got to pay for the venue, you got to pay for the lighting rigging and all that. Like you're going to get a show. Like you're going to get a taste of what it used to feel like when we used to leave our house. So that's good.
And,
we thank you for doing
that. When you're purchasing your ticket, you also get a chance to buy a exclusive T-shirt.
Yeah.
Of the streaming event. Plus, you can also get a vinyl.
Right.
Of the set list.
Even if you don't have a record player.
Yeah, there you go.
Like you.
Yeah. Okay, all right. And you can also do the meet. You can pay extra if you want to do a meet and greet and chat with Ollie himself.
Nice.
And also, there's also an option for the after-hour party or after party. But so Ollie Ride, March 27th. 6 p.m. In various 6 p.m. various time zones. So 9 p.m. for me here, I guess. But also, I mentioned it. Alpha Chromeo is doing his Black Tie event on Bandcamp Live that same day. And that'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can enjoy both.
There you go.
And you also get a free album if you buy a ticket to ACY's Black Tie event. Sunset Heat. Free download. And Space Jams is also on March 27th with Jack Dyson. So check that out.
Indeed. All right. Any more? We got them all.
Nope. That's it. I think it's time for some music.
Let's play some more music here. Now, we have this next artist up here. This is a new one, brand new by Street Cleaner. And man, this is from his new album Edge. And it sounds pretty dope. This is one of my favorite tracks off the album. Go out and pick this one up. This is called Control. And this is Street Cleaner right here on Night Ride FM. And that was Control by... Who's this guy?
Meat Beater.
Oh.
Isn't it?
I think.
Or Feet Reaper?
Feet Meter?
Seat Cleaner?
I don't know. He's that guy. We know that dude. Are we being dared to say things on the air again? We do that.
I think so.
Sometimes we get dared in the chat room. And Hannah, God bless her for listening to the show, because I feel like Hannah's our biggest fan. Hannah and NCCA. What's her name?
No, you do it. I'm not doing it.
No, I'm not gonna say it. Not gonna do it.
Yeah, you'll do it.
Nope.
Yeah, come on.
All right, let's dive into some shout-outs. Shout-outs in the house. Who do we got? Chat people?
Chat people.
Are people still listening to the show?
Yeah, Hannah Bear's still hanging out in there. Jonathan Liparati's in there. Just JC. And, of course, Zoo. Standing just joined in the chat. We've got Egg Shen still in there as well.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. And DYX Ren. Lord Tuts. El Deuterino's over at YouTube. Wow. There's quite a few people in there, yeah.
Did Bam
Karin's-
Bigelow, did he
Karin's
get a
still in there.
Sambuca yet? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Chime in
I
the
think
chat if you got your Sambuca, because we're working on that.
I need a Zambuca.
Oh my god, don't we all?
Alright, so don't we have some Patreon?
Yes, we do. Patreon.com/NightRideFM. You can... real quick, before we do Dong, shout out to Dong in the chat room. That's a weird name to have, Jules.
Oh wait, and there's someone else called Just Dong?
Just Dong. And Dongs?
Yeah, wait, and, is
And Lord Pigger.
Lord Dongs?
Oh my god. What a coincidence that all you guys are named that.
I know.
Alright, so we have Patreon. Sometimes people are really nice and they give us money, and we keep a radio station on 24/7 for them. So we're going to give some shout-outs to our tiers here. This is the CS80 tier, and our other tier, which is our... What's the name of the tier? I forget. It's late. But these are two of our nice tiers. They're very big supporters of the show, so we're going to run down their names and not mess them up. So, yeah. We have Matt Park. We have Hunting Mirages, Flashback 81, Parlor Magic, very nice, Thunder Porpoise, Rex Balls, and of course Hannah Beard, Lars Eric Bruce, Chaos Strife, we have Vogue, Mike Shima, Dark Ludus, and Artyom Props. Artyom Props, we know Artyom Props because he has the really cool Daft Punk helmets.
I wonder if he's going to put them on a discount.
Oh, if I was him, I would raise the price. I mean, that's an American thing. That's not a Russian thing, but and that's capitalism for you. You raise that price and you gouge them. Gouge them. Remember, it was $1,000. Now it's $2,000. That's what I would do. But I'm a horrible person, capitalist. Pig that I am. Are we done the show yet?
Yeah, we're at the end.
Where's my drink?
No, I'm so thirsty.
All right, so we have one more song. Before we do, we want to thank everyone for listening. Of course, you can always go on to Spotify, YouTube, all the places. Look for Night Ride FM. Look for the State of Synth. We thank you for listening and spreading the good word.
Yeah, and thanks to our special guest, Jonathan Bell, a.k.a. Seattle Superman.
Yeah, he was awesome. And, of course, go out and order that game, Narita Boy. I want to get that game so bad. It looks fun. It honestly looks like a lot of fun. I'm going to get it on the Switch, and I'm gonna do my thing on my Switch. Steal from my kids. It's great. They don't use that Switch no more.
Yeah.
It's all mine. All right, so what are we going to close this out here with, Mr. Jules? We have one more track lined up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, artist Kushna from India has a new album called Flashbacks. It's available on Bandcamp, kushna.bandcamp.com. And I've got this song. It's called Inside the Night City. And you're hearing it here on Night Ride FM. Thank you for listening. Have a very good night.